up and good morning, guys? Welcome back to another video. So I want to start the vlog off today showing you guys the closet insert that we built the other day. It is all installed and ready to go. This thing turned out really nice, actually. For something so simple, I'm really happy with the way it turned out. Turned the whole extra bedroom here, which used to be the office for work for it and our shipping setup, into a walk-in closet. So ended up nice and clean. Everything looks good. We got the 2 closet rods and just tons and tons of shelving space. And you know, it had been a minute since I actually got to do some woodworking, which is one of my very true passions. You guys may or may not remember when I built the bed behind me, as well as the little floating TV stand there, which don't mind, there's a bunch of clutter and crap on there. We need to clean this room a little bit. But today we're gonna shift our focus from wood projects back to truck projects. Today we're gonna be diving headfirst and getting the Boost Auto mirrors that are adapted here to my OBS Ford fully functioning. Now, the only function they won't have, because I don't think Boost offers it yet, they might be working on it now, is the power fold, and I really don't care. It's not something I use very often. Currently, we have wired up the spotlights or the cargo lights on the factory GM trucks, but we have it wired up into the reverse light. And let me tell you guys, it comes in extremely handy for lighting up curbs or anything on this side of the truck when you're trying to back up against something. Now, me and Zach pre-wired a lot of this. So when the mirrors were installed over at California Auto Works, they didn't do any of the wiring because it's just it's very involved, and we're not exactly sure if it's gonna work. So Zach went ahead and got all the wiring attached in the door, shot it all over to that side, so everything is over on the driver's side together, so we no longer have to get into this mirror. Now the trick is going to be figuring out how to get the switchbacks in here working, which is going to be white daytime running lights, and then when you hit the turn signal, it'll start flashing in amber, the exact same lights that Chris has and we just installed on his truck. And the most important thing, the lights, that's one thing, that's not that difficult because you can just wiretap things, but the thing that I really want to make happen is getting all of the power mirror functions to work off of a factory mirror switch, which we have over in Sergio's shop over there. I don't know, it feels like Sergio's door's a little narrower than mine. You ready, Sergio? What?
For what?
So this is the factory switch that I had bought for the truck. Now, this looks the exact same as the one for this generation of truck, but this one ended up being newer. So I ordered the wire harness for a 97, which would not clip into this wire harness. So I had to find one to match it up. Sergio actually built the harness for me.
Uh-huh.
And you got that figured out now?
Not yet. No. Apparently we lost the instructions.
Well, we didn't even have real instructions. We kind of did. We literally took 2 different year instructions and made it up to that. So I don't really think the instructions matter at this point, Sergio. All right. So no, we don't have to worry about any of that. Because that's just going to bolt up to the new one,
Exactly.
maybe.
We're adding a switch here.
Right, so the wires should be, you can see we already tapped one for power there. We should probably just pull the door panel off, I think, at this point. There's drywall screws, there's all kinds of screws in these old doors. All right.
Okay.
Light out. There you go, Sergio. All right, you got it, buddy?
Yep. I do that.
So yeah, we got a...
Oh, keep finding wires.
Yeah, there's a lot of wires. Super simple.
Surprise.
Yeah, I totally, we did this a long time ago, so I don't really remember what we did, but we're gonna have fun finding out, Sergio. It's kind of like exploring, you know?
Yep.
Can't really go out in the world right now and explore, so we'll explore right here in my door. Yeah.
This is for the lights that you have right now working? You have the backup lights, right?
The backup lights are working.
Okay.
So then everything else, I believe the bigger set of wiring, there should be 2 wires coming through. The one with more wires in it is for the mirror functions.
Okay.
And then the one with less wires was lighting.
Why didn't you use the one I gave you?
We use both.
Okay.
This is the one you gave me.
Okay.
And then this stuff was more flexible, so we used this because it was, and it had more colors or something. I don't remember why we used that, Sergio, but we used it. You got 12 hours today to work on this? Sure. All right, let's make it happen. All right, Sergio's shop's a little too cramped for 2 people to be working with the doors open, so we're coming back over to my shop. We'll try this for round 2. Man, that's a good looking truck. If you think getting it off's hard, wait till you try and feed it back over that door handle. All right, Sergio, what do we see, buddy?
A mess.
It's gonna make sense, I swear, at some point, maybe. We soldered all the connections.
Oh, you did?
Yeah,
oh,
everything's soldered and heat shrunk. What does what is probably gonna take a test light to figure out. Because, yeah, I mean, I'm gonna watch the video right now on YouTube that I filmed while we did it, and hopefully that'll give us a little clarity, but maybe not.
Correct. Now the problem is, we really only have one. They all went missing. That's got to be all the mirror motors.
Oh my god.
That's supposed to be white?
Are you excited, Sergio?
That means we have to take out the mirrors then.
No. This one, it's already wired up.
Sure?
Yeah. Okay. Don't scratch the paint, Sergio. No scratching the paint. Were you playing soccer in the alley the other day?
No.
It wasn't you? right.
I'm not seeing anything. I'm hearing a lot. I wonder if that's the motors. The white lights, what's up?
Oh, we got a light. All right.
Now, what the heck are these? Well, can we try one of these? Let's see what these do.
So
these-
this is from the other side. So if I figure out this side, this should be easy on the other side.
Should be.
Do you have a piece of wire?
Yeah, what do you need? Glad for guys that are much smarter than me like Sergio. Because this is a wiring nightmare right now.
I mean, if you're gonna do it, let's just do it.
Sure.
I mean, yeah, if it breaks,
I hate doing this part.
you got this, Sergio. You're a pro at this. Don't break the mirror. Oh, jeez.
No, keep it there.
All right, let's get spot for it.
This
The mirrors
gotta-
need power. Somehow.
Right, this has got to be mirror power. But it looks like Zach already, unless they're taking the same power from here that's going to the lights.
Correct.
Power and
That's
ground.
what I want to figure out if they
And
have
then this
the-
should be just function.
Correct. Oh, you're learning, man.
Did you see that, Sergio? Oh, yeah, fine. Do I get a...
That's the idea, yeah.
Schools are closed right now, Sergio. Do I get a diploma when we're done with this? Am I electrical
I can
engineer?
print you one.
All right, perfect. Power. All right, I'm the ground, you're the power. Maybe. All right, guys, desperate times call for desperate measures. I'm gonna call Aaron over at Boost Auto, and let's see if we can get some stuff figured out. So we got all the lighting figured out. Our big thing is the mirror motors. Think we have the general concept down. Do you happen to know off the top of your head what colors do what?
Yeah, I do. So the way that ADDICT gears are set up, which should be the same way for it, is the versant polarity switch. Basically, on that mirror, green and yellow would be up and down.
Okay.
Red and purple would be side-to-side movement. You may have to test the switch itself to see.
You just helped us get your side of the battle done. Now the other side is this Ford switch.
You found it?
Yep.
Where'd you find it?
Online. Everything's online, man.
Well, I've been Googling for hours. I don't have a degree, Sergio. That's it. See, you got a better Googling degree too.
Maybe. Maybe I know the right words to find it, but I don't know. The only thing is that we're missing is that the motor inside this thing, you have a left-right motor and an up-down motor.
Right.
So what it does is when you have positive and negative on one side of the motor, it goes one way. If you switch it, it goes the other way.
That's polarity.
Exactly.
Right? Did I get it?
Yep.
Oh, dude, I'm getting closer to that degree, Sergio.
So that's why we're not moving anything, because on these things we have to give power and ground to two of those. One of negative, one positive.
Gotcha.
And then we'll start seeing movement.
So Austin at Boost is actually going to pull the Ford wire harness that we have there. He actually found the pinout codes for that, so he's going to send us that, plus send us the wiring for this. That's customer service right there, guys. I'm telling you, I've never been a believer in aftermarket mirrors until I started dealing with everybody at Boost Auto. Like, their stuff, flawless, super quality. Like, I think that rivals GM quality, if not better. We've got a revelation, guys. We've got a breakthrough. We got some movement, Sergio?
Let's see, buddy.
Oh, we're all the way at the end. We got to go back now. Reverse polarity.
Oh, look at that. That's a big day right there.
50% of the problem solved.
Yeah, now we got the mirror side of it figured out. Now we got to get the, like, Frankenstein together, multi-year Ford power switch hooked up. So since, like, we kind of know where everything comes off of that harness, but we don't really know.
Because we don't know the pin numbers.
Because we don't know the pin number, Sergio just kind of hooked everything up here, and let's see. Worst case scenario, the switch catches fire.
Oh! Off of the factory switch. Look at that. Good work, Sergio.
I told you.
IEP, right there.
IEP.
Another shout out. I mean, that gives us a lot of hope, because I wasn't sure if they were,
More than halfway there.
if the two were gonna mate up, but it looks like the two made up. So that's really good to know. So now that we got that side figured out, if you guys remember back when we did all the wiring, we ran, it's gonna be hard to show you guys, but there is some wiring running all the way to that side. We ran this style of wire, which has all the little wires inside of it, from that mirror over to this side, which is what Sergio's dealing with right now. But the problem is, now we switch colors from the original colors. We didn't have all the original colors in the actual new wire that we added. So now we get to play with, figure out that color again. It's working? Yep. All right, well, I guess Sergio figured it out on this first shot. Look at that. Bad news. Bad news, the wire's not making noise anymore.
We have the up and down motor working, but the sides is not working.
Think it's the motor, or you think it's our wiring over here?
What do you think?
I don't know. I mean,
How confident are you?
the wiring was pretty solid. I was I soldered one of them, so maybe that's the one that might be the one that went bad. I don't know. Don't worry, guys. We got the guy to save the day. Chris, buddy, you here to save us? It's that wire?
Yeah, it's that one. What we got going on over here? Let me fix it.
Yeah, well, we got all the wiring figured out. Now we just need to add a power wire into this door.
Okay.
And then we're probably good to go.
There's a yellow extension cord around here somewhere.
Should we tell Sergio now or later how hard it is to get wires through the door into the cab?
Sure, told me before. Nah, no worries. I started in this year working in this kind of trucks.
Okay.
Yeah. So
All right. Well, I remember when me and Zach had to do it, we had to remove the parking brake whole lever, and it was still a nightmare to get into the door because there's a big old chunk of metal on that column right there. But Sergio, hey man, listen, I like your outlook a whole lot better.
I mean, I've done it before.
Chris is here to help if you need him.
Okay, thanks. So, thanks for the support.
Sergio ended up being able to fish it through, so we're looking good, Sergio. We're looking good.
Right here.
Well, here, before you pull it through, we're probably gonna need a couple extra wires for the lights, right? Turn signal.
Oh, you know how to turn signal here?
No. Did I not say that earlier?
No.
Surprise!
You say everything is wired up. Hey, I'm Ryan. Everything is wired up. Don't worry about it. So. Okay.
Yeah, I learned that one from my good buddy Dave. You make it seem really easy till everybody shows up, and then you start to tell them just how tough things are going to be for the day. Rasta colors, huh, Sergio?
Yep.
Yeah, you going with the Rasta theme?
Yeah.
All right. It's getting invasive, guys. We're getting a little crazy.
A little.
So right now what we're trying to do is we're trying to tap the running lights off of the back of the headlight switch there. That way the amber, or the white I should say, daytime running lights will be, or well, not daytime running lights because obviously this doesn't have automatic running lights, so they will only be on at night, but the running lights on the front of the mirror are going to be those white LED strip. What color are we going to pick, Sergio, for the running lights?
Brown. You don't know the color codes for towing connectors?
No.
No? Okay.
Does that surprise you, Sergio?
Yellow is left, green is right, and brown is tail lights or running lights or parking lights or marker lights, whatever you want.
And that's for all like tow hitch wiring.
Yep. And the other one, which is a white one, should be ground. So you have ground, and those three are for the basic 4-pin connectors, towing connectors.
Gotcha.
But then you have 6, 7. Those have the backup light and also have the
Brakes.
brakes.
Amber. That's turn signal. Yeah, turn signal white. So we've got about as far as we're getting today. The good news is
We have figured everything out.
yeah. So we're just getting everything buttoned up. That way the truck is still drivable. No. Really? Yeah, come on. Well,
I know.
little Dremel action.
Everything else has gone great today. So.
You told me we have everything wired up.
Yeah, easy job,
Plug and
Sergio.
play.
All right, well, I guess the trend of multi-day videos is continuing, so I will see you guys tomorrow, and hopefully we can button all this up. All right, day 2, guys. Today I am just like, I can see the finish line. I'm very, very confident this is it. We're gonna knock this out today. We're gonna get the lighting all done. We're gonna get the power mirrors all wired up. Pretty much we're set up for success. The only one thing that we don't know is why the passenger side mirror motors are not going left, right. It is probably a wire that got screwed up when me and Zach pre-wired everything, but there's only one way to find out. So while we wait for Sergio to come over, let's just start pulling the door panels off because I feel like nobody really enjoys this. So one of the issues we noticed yesterday was trying to fit the new bezel that I got around the window switches here. It was a very tight fit that didn't quite want to go. All right, yesterday we had issues with fitment. Today, it fit. Is today the last day?
Hopefully.
Hopefully, all right.
But we need to find the turn signals. Hopefully we will have them here. I'm pretty sure we can find them here.
Yeah, we don't really want to run them all the way to the front to each light because these lights are not fun to get out. Nope. If you've ever done it, you break 40 clips trying to get them out of these old OBS trucks, and I don't have replacement clips.
In the newer vehicles, you can find them in the fuse boxes. They're separate now, left and right.
Right.
And these older models, you only have one fuse, gives power for one flasher, and everything is going through the switch. So the switch actually gives you the right direction if you send the flashing to the right signal or to the left one.
So essentially it should be 2 wires coming off the switch.
Correct. There we go.
There she blows, sir. So we ended up locating the wires up underneath the column, Now we're just gonna tap into those, and that'll give us our turn signals for both the mirrors. So now the fun part of stripping all the wires inside the door here, so we can kind of investigate to see why the mirror's not turning. But yeah, you know, when you do a really good job of sealing everything up, it makes it fun pulling it apart. All right, we got running lights and a little turn signal action. Woo, look at the switchbacks. Turn signal and the mirror's working. And the good news is everything was clean and kept in the cab. We didn't have to do any external wiring. So a little bit of an issue. We've checked our wiring over here. Everything seems right. We actually, we checked it over there first. We've checked it over here. The up down works just fine. The left right's not working. So Sergio wants to pull the mirror apart and see if it's actually something inside the mirror that's keeping it from working. Which also means we get to cringe here as Sergio attempts to pull the mirror off again.
It's not.
And we got a broken mirror. Thanks, Sergio. We were so lucky on Chris's truck. Hey, Sergio, I got an idea. All right, we're gonna get Chris's truck over here. You're gonna do something on it, and then we'll swap mirrors real quick.
But I can't even take this one off.
You're gonna get it off now.
So if we put power and ground to this one, we should see it move it.
All right.
Hopefully. Yep, here is good.
That's left, right?
Yep.
Huh. So it is somewhere in the wire, somewhere. Yeah, Sergio, our luck's getting better, huh, buddy? Now we've, let's see, we, yeah. Sergio gave a little tug on the wires, and we lost all the wires to the mirror. We were almost done, Sergio. We were close.
I know. Just for me being stubborn.
So we've got the motor pulled out, in case you guys are wondering kind of how simple the motors are on the boost mirrors there. There's their pretty simple circuit board.
Red one?
Red one.
Nada.
Nada,
Nice.
nada. So we're losing somewhere. Somewhere the red is not connected. See some exposed wires right there, Sergio.
Oh, no way.
Look at that. There it is. We got a lot of little torn wires right there.
That's a cause. Yep.
That's a fun spot to fix that too. So
Yep.
the wire is actually completely broken right at basically the connection of where it went into the mirror bracket there when it got installed over at the body shop. So, well, we're about to lose the black wire too. So it's good that we found this, Sergio.
Life support.
Yeah, let's get it doctored up. All right. So we're doing our little repair, getting the wire harness wired back up. Here, go low heat, Sergio, low heat. We're using the solder butt connectors, which has a little piece of low temp solder in there. Low temp, keyword, Sergio. Low temp solder in there, and it'll actually heat shrink it and solder it at the same time. As things are starting to look up, we've got the mirror motor, everything repaired on that side. We ended up getting our main issue, which was right in here. All those wires are now fixed. Sergio even had the exact same little wire wrap there. What is it called? I mean,
Tape.
Tape. Yeah, clothish tape. Clothish tape. So that's all doctored up. Everything looks good. We're gonna start reassembling. Everything works. We've tested. We've got everything going in over here. We got the new bezel with the new factory forged switch. All we got to do now is plug in the harness that is wired up to all of our mirrors. Looks good, Sergio. Yeah. Wipe the scratches off. Can't even tell, buddy.
Yeah, you can even tell.
All right, here we go. Right side mirror. Look at that. Up, down. Woo-hoo-hoo.
And now you have different angles, right?
Yeah, thanks, buddy. I appreciate that. Let's go left side. That is so rad off of the factory switch like that. Look at that. It only took an electrical engineer and a scientist.
And an extra mirror.
And an extra mirror.
That's it.
And I did just call myself a scientist. In case you missed that.
noticed that.
Yeah. We got running lights now. Look at that. So those will be always on. I'm gonna obviously replace these with some LEDs so they're whiter. And then we hit some turn signals. Yeah, Sergio. Can't wait to see this at night. God, it looks so good. Shoot, I totally forgot to wrap up today's video, so I know it's a little bright. I got my phone being light here, but I wanted to show what the truck looked like at night with the white running lights that are on the front of the mirrors there. As you can see, it looks super killer. Obviously, like I said earlier, we're gonna be changing out the headlights and everything down below to a more white LED light. That way we get rid of all the yellow. But these daytime running lights from Boost are no joke.
They do provide a decent amount of light if you're going through like an alleyway or anything like that. It'll light up kind of on the side.
And then obviously having the switchback
With the turn signal to where it turns from the white to the amber turn signal. Absolutely love it.
And then of course we've got the integrated turn signal in the mirror there. I'm super stoked to finally have this project done. And honestly, like the coolest part of all this, like the lights is one thing. It's pretty easy to like get lights wired up to most vehicles, but just having the full functionality in that factory switch there is super cool. Again, I got to give a huge thank you to Sergio over at IEP, obviously to Boost Auto for providing quality mirrors and providing some knowledge for us when we were trying to figure out all the wiring sides of things, because obviously we had to cut off all their connectors and basically hardwire it in ourselves. And if you guys are interested in any Boost mirrors, I'm going to put a link down in the description. So as always, thank you guys so much for watching. If you have not subscribed already, please click the subscribe button now that you do not miss out on any future content. Don't forget to give this video a like and get a thumbs up. Don't forget to check out workforapparel.com, because if there's anything you want in this life, you got to be willing to work for it. You guys are the best. I'm out.
Damn. Yeah. Yeah.